What is up, everybody? This is RybackStun. We have returned to Marvel Heroes Test Center. It's really late, but I managed to catch it thanks to a guild member, and we're going to take a look at Iron Fist today. Now, Iron Fist is the newest hero to be released to Marvel Heroes when he comes out, hopefully before Christmas time, and he's got some pretty interesting stuff. 3 trees, martial arts, fighting focus, and chi control. He is mental physical. His synergies, I believe, currently are accurate at plus 2% mental damage at 25, and health regeneration at level 50. It's got some pretty interesting stuff. New mechanics, new chi, all kinds of cool things. Let's go ahead and check it out right now. Remember, this is Test Center. Things are subject to change. So, Danny Rand, the Iron Fist. It's got some pretty cool stuff. This is his base costume, white costume. I was hoping it'd be the green one, but I'm okay with this. So first thing we have is Kunlun Strike, which is a basic. Deals physical damage, and it deals 1% additional damage for each 1% missing chi while any stance opener is on cooldown. So here's all your different attacks. Next we have Ninjutsu Dash, which is physical damage. It deals a knockdown. You must, if you have chi at the end of the dash trigger, you have a chi burst mental damage. It's also your vulnerability, which is interesting. Chi cost is 60, and cooldown is 3 seconds. So clearly the chi cost is not... Oh no! Your chi burst mental damage and vulnerability only activates if you have chi, which costs 60, and it has a 3-second cooldown if you do that. So otherwise, it just works as a regular dash. I have 4 powers here that are locked because you need actual chi in order to use them, so we'll come back once we have chi. The signature here is called Like Unto Iron. It does targeted physical damage. It has a chi wave of mental damage, and it has bonuses based on the current stance. In Crane Stance, you regenerate 50% of your health. In Tiger Stance, it always critically hits. In Leopard Stance, the cooldowns refresh on all stance opener and stance combo powers. Snake Stance has the chi wave portion removed. The targeted portion deals 100% additional damage. Dragon Stance gains you an invulnerability for 3 seconds. It has a 40-second cooldown. Chi cost reduction affixes reduce this power's cooldown instead of reducing chi costs, so much like Punisher. Cooldown is currently reduced by 6% right now, maximum 50%. So it seems like it has it might have full 50 or 45-second cooldown. So let's go ahead and take a look at this really quick. There's your chi wave behind it, and it's one big targeted strike. So that's cool. Those are all the powers except for the actual abilities in martial arts. This is fighting focus. We have Crane Kick, which is an opener. It is your Crane Stance. It's got physical damage for 2 attacks. It restores 100% of your maximum chi. You enter Crane Stance for 20 seconds. Your Crane Stance buffs effects. Good Fortune Tiger Kick performs a chi explosion. Like Unto Iron regenerates 50% health. You regenerate health when you hit an enemy, and you gain Constitution. So here is Crane Stance. And with Crane Stance, you are able to activate 7 armies sundered. You have Physical Stance. It's 6 physical hits. So there's that. It's one of those big, bounce around. You are invulnerable during it. And if you have Leopard Stance on, the power strikes 3 additional times. Good Fortune Thunder Kick does physical damage. It has a chi explosion if you are in Crane Stance. So we're going to hit deep. And I believe that was the chi explosion. We're going to hit it one more time. Bam. Yeah, the chi explosion looks like it's going to be out there. Next, we have Fury of 5 Forces, which does physical damage. It has 25% additional damage with any stance opener on cooldown. Attack speed is 2.2 per second, and chi cost is 50. I'm going to hit the Crane Stance one more time. So you're just going to, that's your basic physical attack there. And last we have Fury of 500 Fists. Does physical damage for 7 hits. Tiger Stance, the finisher, has additional physical damage. You take 50% less damage while this ability is active. So that's how all of those work. We'll go through each one individually to see its individual proc power with each stance. Next we have Leopard Stance. Physical damage, it restores 100% of your maximum chi. You enter Leopard Stance for 20 seconds. The buff grants you additional times while active for 7 armies sundered. Like Unto Iron refreshes cooldown of non-signature powers. You gain attack and movement speed and power. So here's the S, boom, and then 7 armies sundered, strikes a bunch of additional times. So that's pretty cool. Next we have Tiger Scratch, which does physical damage twice, restores 100% of your maximum chi, enters Tiger Stance, yada yada blah blah. 500 Fists always ends in a finishing strike. Your signature crits, always crits, excuse me. You have additional crit hit rating and accuracy. So this is going to show you the strike there, and then I forget which one this was supposed to be. Fury of 500 Fists does a finisher, and that was there at the end. So that's pretty neat. Next we have Dragon's Tail, which is Dragon Stance. Physical damage, restores 100% of your maximum chi. You enter Dragon Stance. Dragon Stance causes Chi Blast to cause enemies to take greater damage from Iron Fist, which is an ability, I believe, in the third tree. Oh, no, sorry, that's the actual character, my bad. Dummy. Your signature grants invulnerability, you have additional deflect rating, and you get toughness. So here's this, and I believe Chi Blast is this. So here's how Chi Blast looks without that, with that specific ability. And then the last stance we have is Serpent Fang. So it does physical damage, it restores chi, enter Snake Stance. Mental damage, twice per second when you hit an enemy. Black Poison Touch creates a damage over time area. Like an Iron deals much higher damage but does not perform the Chi Blast, and you and your allies get Dexterity. So let me see if I can find Black Punch, Black Poison Touch. So there you go, and that's your big area of effect with the, I believe that was the Serpent Stance? Serpent Fang, yeah. So there's that. We have a CC Breaker and a passive effect called Champion of Kunlun. You get damage, crit, brutal strike, and damage with openers, which is pretty cool. That was Chi Burst that I did at first, I apologize. Let me activate Dragon Stance again. So Dragon's Tail, and Chi Burst, Chi Blast. Enemies take 10.5% more damage from your attacks for 8 seconds, and it does a big old blast like that. That's pretty cool, and you could actually keep using it, which is kind of nice. Next, we have Immortal Weapon. Passively, it gives you damage reduction, defense, total dodge, and it regenerates your health per second and has an ongoing cost of 100 chi per second. So if you were to, let's say, Dragon Stance and activate it, you could just heal yourself up pretty quickly. Black Poison Touch, which is something we've already seen, but here it is without the dragon, the actual stance. And then here we have this Chi Overload. This is one of the more interesting powers here. While this buff is active, your current stance is maintained even if a different stance is activated, so you get 2 stances together. You get critical and brutal damage ratings increased, base health is increased, its duration is 10 seconds, and it costs all of your Chi. So in order for it to work, and I'm going to put this on this bar, you have to hit a stance, right-click, and then hit another stance. And now you have multiple abilities that you can activate at any one time and continuously attack. Which, by the way, that also means that your signature has 2 additional effects on it, on top of the actual abilities it gets on its own, without anything like that. So that's pretty cool, and then you have the Dragon Stance Chi. And essentially, you can do that every 10 seconds. It had a cooldown of 20 seconds. Oh, but was the cooldown reset? I'm not entirely sure. Something happened there that made that not work the same way. But it's kind of interesting to see how that works together. So, a lot of his powers are specifically, you generate that secondary resource with your openers. You'll create either 2 or 3 of them, depending on how many rotations you want to do, and then you activate additional abilities on top of that. Now, what we have last is Spirits of Shaolao, which its mental damage twice per second. The active duration is 12 seconds, unaffected by power duration. When summoned area effect ends, like unto Iron, has no cooldown. Bring forth the Spirit of Shaolao himself, laying waste to all enemies around you. Your chi is infinite for a duration, and your powers do not have cooldowns. Holy crap. So we're going to hit you. So this is the summon effect, which is the big dragon, and you can just... Interesting. It's a channeled effect that activates after the summon is done. Does it activate? It does. It continuously activates, and you can do your Chi Blast for X amount of seconds. I wonder how long that lasts for. Oh man, but that's an impressive amount of damage that you just end up hitting. It looks like the duration is 30 seconds, so I guess 18 seconds after the active, if the whole thing should be 30 seconds, that you can just Chi up and then bang, 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 bang with the signature over and over and over. That's a lot of damage that you can push out. So, that's pretty cool. That's Iron Fist. His team affiliations are Avengers, S.H.I.E.L.D., Marvel Knights, and Defenders, and then I don't know if his costume core is finished, but it looks like it. They seem to be pretty prepared for this release. It says radioactive isotope, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Promethium. I believe they said it was Promethium. So, yeah, that's Iron Fist. Got some cool stuff there. Chi, bodysuit, belt, boots, mask. No uniques currently. We got blade uniques right now. So, and magic uniques. So that's it. That's Iron Fist. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did showcasing it to you. Remember to like and comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Tumblr at RybackStun. More videos as they come along, and with that, this is RybackStun, signing out.